It's all about fishing. It's all about hunting. It's all about the great outdoors. And it's all about outdoors with Captain Roy and Cheryl.
And good morning, and folks, and welcome aboard. I'm Captain Roy.
And I'm Cheryl Little, and we're at the Bear Creek Lodge this morning.
Good to be home.
It is good to be home.
Beautiful weather, and sure, we've got a lot to do today, but we're going to give a lot of fishing reports because, you know, October's coming, is here, and the October weather's here, and it's just, if you want to know the truth, May and October are the best fishing months for me anyway of the whole year. I enjoy fishing, and let's give a guy Jody Wells. He was on the way to Chattahoochee. Jody, I wonder what he's going to Chattahoochee for.
They're not putting them away, are they?
I don't know. He said, I was aggravated. I got up this morning and didn't have any extra sausage in the refrigerator, so I'm just going to go over here to someplace and eat. I think McDonald's or someplace. Just get me some of those old sausage and eat them. But he did give us a fishing report.
Yeah, and Jody gave a good report. He says that the best bite on the lake right now is bass, and he says they are tearing it up. They're hitting topwater and spinner baits, and he says since the cool spell, the gnats and the mosquitoes are not as bad. Still looking for the crappie to no avail, but I will find them, don't worry.
Those gnats that Jody was talking about, he calls them hydrilla gnats. He says there is no repellent against them. He's tried everything, including thermocell, but he says since the weather had cooled down, he said it's just beautiful out there on the lakes, especially late in the afternoon. I think that's mostly when they're catching the bass. Might be early in the morning too.
Well, you know, I use cactus juice for the gnats. The gnats and no-see-ums cactus juice. It's a natural bug repellent, and it doesn't smell bad. And anyway, you ought to try it sometime, cactus juice. I need to get you a bottle, don't I?
Catfish?
Cactus juice, like a cactus plant. Cactus. You ought to try it.
Okay. I thought you said catfish. I said, I know that old bait stinks.
Nate, I got a good report here from Nate over at Mexico Beach Marina, and Nate says that he does now have bull minnows, and he says that the flounder are being caught down around the middle grounds and Black's Island in deeper holes. And sometime in October they'll start moving into the edges of the channels also. He says that Fred Erickson with Wicker Bill's Guide Service just put Captain Rick Murphy, I'm sure you know, does a Florida Insider report, and he put him on a slam with some nice trout and redfish. And he also says that the pompano and flounder, some real nice ones, are being caught in St. Joe Bay. And he said that the pompano are really showing up. They're catching them at Mexico Beach Pier and the jetties. He said with the water is starting to clear up, so good report from Nate over at Mexico Beach. And this is Fred's grandson that he took pompano fishing, and I guess he just wore him slap out. So good report from Fred and Nate down at Mexico Beach Marina.
Now, the pompano go west in the spring to spawn, I guess around the Mississippi River, somebody said. Then they come back and go south. And that's what we're getting into now is the fall
and
migration.
You know my our friend Jerry McBride with DOA Lures.
Yeah.
Jerry's a big pompano fisherman and very, very successful on catching pompano. All he was using was a bare hook and taking a DOA pinch weight and pinching a little bit of either, he'll use like mylar or some colored deer hair just to give a little bit extra flash to it. So,
you kidding me?
No. Just a regular pinch weight and a bare hook.
And,
hopefully Jerry's going to be coming down real soon. Yeah, I know I talked to him the other day in his schedule. He sounds really booked up with a lot of seminars he's given. And trade shows and whatnot. But you went and did some fishing.
Yeah, I did, and I give a bay fishing report up for October too. With the water cooling, I think the Gulf water temperature now is about 82 degrees, and probably drop a little bit more if we keep these cool spells. And the first part of October, say to the middle of October, the specks are gathering around the mouth of the bayous, and they're going up in the bayous some with the full tides. A good place to fish is to get in the mouth of one of those bayous when the tide changes, and you can use a hook on to them. But now the redfish, some of them are doing the same thing, but they're still working the flats. As a matter of fact, the redfish is tough. He's tougher than a speck, and they'll stay in the surf all winter. You catch them right up next to the grass. Yeah, I did. I'll tell you what, let's take a break.
Okay.
And then we'll be right back.
The Register Meat Company was founded over 71 years ago by Pappy Register.
Register's premier product is their country-style sausage. It is 100% pure pork and hog casings with their secret seasonings. It's packaged in mild hot, and I mean hot. Their sugar cure bacon is smoked for hours. And Register's premium hams are pumped with their special ham pump. If you're in the Cottondale area, stop by their country store and ask about their Pick 5 program and their veggie bushel. Look for Register's meats at your local grocery.
Southeast Tree Experts, 25 years experience in residential and commercial tree removal and trimming. We specialize in topping, pruning, tree removal, trimming, stump grinding, lot cleanup, and much more. Southeast Tree Experts are contracted with the city, county, and state, fully insured up to $2 million, so you can rest assured that you're working with professionals. Owner and operator Bobby Braswell is present on each and every job, and you'll always be treated with courtesy and respect. Call the experts, Southeast Tree Experts.
This is Nate with Mexico Beach Marina. Remember, we're a key dealer for Yamaha outboards as well as a 5-star certified service department. Dealer for Edgewater powerboats. Our marina store still offers all your latest tackle, live bait, bulk ice, ethanol-free fuel, and slip rentals. And our beach store has everything you need for your day at the beach with Guy Harvey, Salt Life, Sperry, Topsider, Hook and Tackle, Bimini Bay, and much more. You can check out our website at mexicobeachmarina.com. Check out our Facebook page. So come on down to beautiful Mexico Beach and come on in and say hi.
Cheryl, I did have a pleasant experience this week. I had a fishing trip and took one of my favorite people, Dr. Owen Reese, retired Dr. Owen Reese, and I took him to one of his favorite places, and that's Sandy Creek, because he owns a bunch of land over there. I think we might talk about it a little bit in the film. We had a great time. I just enjoyed taking Doc fishing, and when we got back from the dock from our fishing trip, he came over there and he handed me this little snack bowl. Didn't think a whole lot about it. I figured, well, it's something he picked up at store if it's made in Japan or something. Read what's on the bottom of that.
Handcrafted by Dr. Owen Reese.
Dr. Owen Reese.
How about that? Wow, that's all one piece of wood too,
all
isn't
one
it?
piece of wood.
Wow.
I called him. I got to looking at it. Hey, everything is perfect. It's square. And I wondered how he got this little piece on there. I thought he glued it. I called Doc the next day and thanked him for it. I said, Doc, how in the world did you do that? He said, well, he said, first of all, he said, that wood is cherry wood. He said, I go up to, I think he got a place up around Vernon or someplace. Must have some big cherry trees up there. And he said he cuts off little blocks of cherry wood in the spring. And he said then over in the late summer and fall, it's cured and it's dried. And he said he just lays that out.
Wow.
And it's just, Doc, I'll treasure that all my life. He actually gave it to my wife. Said, take this to your wife. But it's something we'll treasure. And I'll tell you what, without further ado, let's just look at our fishing trip.
All right.
Here at the Moats Auto Exchange, we do the hard work for our customers, and it starts with finding quality inventory. To avoid problems, we use the latest technology to check for damage and evaluate the car's history. We know exactly what we're buying. Then our Napa Auto Care Center completes a hands-on inspection, making sure that all service records are up to date. We don't have salespeople and we don't have finance managers, but what we do have are personal car buyers that help folks get cleaner, better priced pre-owned autos. And we work directly with lenders to get the lowest interest rates possible. We save our customers thousands. Moats Auto Exchange, Highway 231 north of Ozark. Online at wiregrasscars.com.
Now, folks, if it's humanly possible, I don't know where it is or not, but that fella sitting right there loves to fish as good as I do. Dr. Owen Reese. Doc used to be my personal physician. He went and retired, and we got to talking. We've had all kind of rains and storms and about the fishing. Didn't know whether it was going to bite or not, but our wife agreed to let us off today, this afternoon. So we come off over here to Sandy Creek. Doc, I'm going to ask you something. I got to thinking, how long have you been retired? 3 years?
Closer to 5.
Closer to 5 years? Yeah. Flies by, don't it, Doc?
Sure does.
Well, I don't know if you could come to a more beautiful place to enjoy an afternoon, Doc, than Sandy Creek. And I don't know, we're going to probably fish some here in the creek and move on down and try it some more. And, Doc, if we don't even get a nibble, we're going to enjoy being out here.
That's right.
And the great outdoors.
That's right.
Doc's also a historian. He knows more about this part of the world than I do. So let's get her started, Doc, down the creek and see if we can get one to nibble our baits. All right, Doc, there's the first one.
Very good.
Dr. Owen Reese, now you used to own all that land right over there.
That's right.
Now you still own all of this back over this way.
Not all of it. I wish I did own all of it, but I own
now where did your line?
a mile of it.
Where did your line cross the creek, Doc? Right along here? Didn't your line?
The northern end used to cross right across this point.
That's what I thought. Doc used to tell me that island there was his, but he never did convince me of it.
I couldn't convince Cheryl Conrad of it either.
Doc, we had an accident. Well, about his first cast, I was trying to get the boat situated and got his line caught in the trolling motor. Got him all fouled up, and while he's fouled up, I'm catching the fish. Anyway, there'll be another one out there for you, Doc. Now, Doc, you're going to have to help me a little bit if we're going to get a mess of fish.
I understand.
All right, yeah, that's a pretty one there.
I think he'll keep.
Yeah. You're not still fishing with that bobtail jig, are you?
No, I'm fishing with that.
You remember, yeah, it gets you a good look at the tail going off of that thing.
Oh, I know the tail's going.
Hey, life's too short to fish with a dead cricket.
Yeah.
Doc, what have you got there?
I got yours. I want to catch mine.
Well, take him up here. Let me get a good fish on. That's a big trout there. Man, what a pretty trout. Oh, yeah. Well, Doc, I'd go let you claim him.
No, there ain't no point in me claiming him when you got him.
I got him right there, the little old slough. You ought to get him right there. That's where I caught that when he was up in that little bayou, slough that pulled off the bayou. Well, I better start using the net. That one fell off in the boat, Doc. Right over there by that grass, Doc. Where I caught the last one. That's where you caught yours. Feeding right along that marsh over there. Tide coming in. We're sitting right here in front of a bayou, and I'm not sure the name of it, but a few trout here. Look, Doc, you ought to catch one right there now. You ought to get him on there.
The little red?
Yeah. Got a little red, another little red. No, that's a rock.
That's what?
That's a rock. What I call a rocker. A lot of people call them grunts.
That's a croaker.
Croaker. rocker, crocus, whatever. Doc has all been up there. Put him on up there, Doc. We got him in the net that time. Rick, that's the one both of us had hooked 2 or 3 times.
I don't know, but he don't look like he'll keep.
For everything you need on or off the water, visit the Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas. Both locations provide you with easy access boat slips, ramps, fuel, bait, and tackle. Come visit our ship stores and see our unique nautical gifts and clothing, or just relax with a cool drink and grab a snack while watching the boats come in.
Don't forget that mariner on your shopping list. Come by and see our unique nautical gifts, cards, and clothing at the ship store at Panama City or St. Andrews Marina.
Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas, everything you remember and so much more.
Floating down Econfina Creek is easy, and it's fun for the whole family. Birds sing in a canopy of green, and 6 crystal clear pools lure swimmers into the bubbling spring water. Econfina Creek Canoe Livery makes it all possible with canoes, kayaks, paddles, and life vests. Just bring a picnic and go with the flow. At Journey's End, a shuttle waits for your return upstream. Econfina Creek Canoe Livery, 1 mile north of Highway 20 on Strickland Road, midway between Highway 77 and 231.
Southern Outdoor Sports, just off the circle on Hartford Highway in Dothan. We carry a large selection of guns, ammo, and reloading supplies, from ground blinds, tree stands, camo clothing, and boots. For the fishermen, we have freshwater and saltwater tackle, rods, reels, and a large selection of lures. We are a dealer for Bimini Bay, Under Armour, Sims, and Orvis clothing. We're also an authorized dealer for Browning, Benelli, Big Green Egg, and Liberty Safes. Outdoor specialties since 1969.
If Captain Roy was to get on a kayak, that they would go buy one. So I guess now they're just gonna have to go buy them a kayak.
Cheryl, I never thought I'd see the day when you could talk me into getting on one of these, but hey, it's real comfortable.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Never been on one in my life.
They're very stable.
I never thought that fella over there, just getting in his canoe, his kayak right now.
Yeah.
I never thought you'd see him do it. It's a going thing, you know. Us old timers we don't like to change our way of doing things, but it works. I guess this is the fastest growing boating industry now, is kayaks.
Right. Doesn't take any gas or anything. Once you get your kayak, that's it.
And have a big time. That's what it's all about. Getting out in the great outdoors. Is that right, Stan?
That's right. Having fun.
Captain Stan Cooper over there, he got him a scully notch on it. Now, I can scull it if it has scully notch on it, but I'm going to use the paddle.
I'm going to let you try sculling this before the day's over.
John Fisher's got a fish on.
Caught him on a 411. Yeah. That's about all you fishing. Boy, that's the first trout, sure. First trout. Caught him on the 411. You can see the 411 there in his mouth. What, have you gone and caught another fish?
I have.
I'm telling you, that's a nice trout too.
Caught on that weedless.
Wow. That's a fine fish, Cheryl.
You look like a natural.
Hey, I'm enjoying this year. My first trip on one, I'm really enjoying it.
It's nice and quiet out here.
It's not biting too good today, but that's why they call it fishing. That's a fine fish there, Cheryl.
Come on, the Arkansas Glow.
Arkansas Glow?
Yep. He swallowed it too. I think I'm gonna have to get your pliers.
Good fish. Show me what the Arkansas Glow looks like.
All righty.
Cheryl.
Sit right there.
Arkansas glove. All right. It worked. Good trout. Not ready to come in yet, huh? Did you lose that trout?
I lost that trout.
That trout long as your leg, Cheryl. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time with him. Let him whip himself out there, Cheryl.
You're not gonna lose yours like I lost mine?
I'm not gonna say that now. That's a big trout. Boy, that's a fine trout. Where's that net over there?
Wow.
Oh,
Look at
that one, Cheryl.
That is nice. Call him on the 411.
411. Let's see if we can get it out of him.
All right.
But I believe the one you lost off was bigger than that one, Cheryl.
I don't know. That is a nice trout, Captain. I tell you what, that 411, it catches the big trout. When you hook one up with it, it's usually a big one.
All right, Cheryl, that's a nice one.
It's a small one.
Yeah.
Come on the gold
That's
glitter, I think.
Long ago, you fished some of all of them this morning. Yeah, he's not as big as the other one. He's nice. There's another one followed him there, Cheryl. Get your rod. Get your rod and catch him. Look at that, he bit my...
He did bit your tail off.
Bit the tail off, didn't he?
Yep.
DOA Lures, the unfair advantage. Mark Nichols molded the world's first plastic shrimp at his kitchen table in 1989. Today, DOA Lures offers 4 sizes of shrimp in 54 colors, along with a complete line of lures for both inshore and offshore use, as well as freshwater.
And what I like the most about DOA Lures, they are American made.
DOA Lures available at your local tackle retailer or go online at doalures.com.
Tell you what I like about Coram. I like the food, I like the price, I like the quality, I like the quantity of it. But what I like most about Coram Steak and Eggs is I like that friendly atmosphere that I always find when I dine out there. It's owned and operated by Linda and Willie Coram. They are the original, and they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their breakfast out of this world. And my favorite is the world famous Coram Heavenly Hash. Coram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
That was some good fishing with you and Dr. Reese. You guys caught some really big trout.
Hey, we did. We caught some good trout.
Nice.
You know,
that's a beautiful area, Sandy Creek. I love going down there. It's like going out of town.
Cheryl, you know, I'm going to throw in something else now. Doc and I wanted to be over there when the tide turned, and we're going to go and get in the mouth of one of those bayous and catch them. And we were going by the tides out at the jetty, and both of us agree that Sandy Creek and the head of East Bay is controlled more from the tidal flow out of St. Joe Bay. Because we got over there and the tide was already going out, so we had to go up in the bayou over there and catch some fish. And for about an hour, they tore it up. Now, we lost a lot of them off we didn't put in the boat. And they quit. They rolled, and I could see the redfish working up there, and they couldn't get them to the bait. I came back, and I said, I'm going to look at the fish biting time, the best time, feeding time. And believe it or not, it said 2 o'clock. And from 2 to 3 it bit, and after that, Cheryl,
it turned off.
I tell you what, it's making me look more and more at that. And let me tell you exactly how you can go to that and get the best fishing time. Now, that fishing time is for this area. It's not general. And if you look at the general best biting time, it's going to be about 2 hours different than what if you go to our webpage, click on CaptainRoy.com, go to the webpage, click on Weather for You. It's going to throw up there where you can get the weather forecast and whatever. But go over and click on Forecast and come down to Fish Feeding. and you can get a month's printout on the best feeding time for fish. And like I said, I used to be very leery of it, didn't pay much attention to it, but lately I've been checking the time.
Yeah.
Try it, see if it works for you.
Yeah. Hey, also I wanted to show a great picture. Dr. Tamil, he had a banner day. He said he went out of Mexico Beach and he caught a bunch of amberjacks, caught 12 red groupers, 2 gags, and a scamp. So what an awesome day Dr. Tamil had out of Mexico Beach.
And I'm going to be taking Doc to Mail in a couple of days, and we're going to try some bait fishing, and Doc will. I don't think we'll probably catch that many big ones, but maybe we'll have a good day. And I want to do a little bit of commercial.
Okay.
Can I do that this morning?
You sure can.
You don't have any problem with
No.
Folks, if you don't want to go fishing, if you want to go fishing with me, don't wait to get your name drawn out of this sweepstakes. But you can call me, and really what I do is I charge, and I can't give the price because it might hurt some of those big guys that do it for a living. That's their income. But it's just about enough to cover the cost of gasoline and bait, and it's all I charge. And it's a fishing trip for 2 people. At the same price. For 3, I may have to add a little bit more, but you can afford it. And if you want to go fishing, call me in October, and let's go and enjoy it. And you call to book a trip, call 832-1798, and we'll book it. Book it as far ahead as you can, because my business picks up in October.
Yeah, I would imagine
but
so.
I'd like to take you fishing. Give me a call.
And it's a good way to learn the bays too. A good way to learn where all Captain Roy's honey holes are. So definitely worth it.
That's some of my problem. People go fishing and learn my spots, but the conditions may be different when they go back, and they may not be there.
Hey, we're almost out of time. Do you want to do a sweepstakes giveaway?
Let's do a drawing for a fishing trip. This fellow we was talking about at the beginning of the show, guy Jody Wells. Now, folks, you'll enjoy that trip. And we want you to just reach in here, Cheryl. Okay. I shuffle these up so that the last
Let
one
me go down there.
go way on down in there.
There, I got one down towards the bottom.
How about that?
Okay, who's going to get to go fishing with Guy and Jody Wells is going to be William Gillespie. Did I pronounce that right? I hope I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations, William. You get to go fishing with Guy Jody Wells.
And folks, get your entries in.
Yep, email us at outdoors@captainroy.com, or you can call 722-9382 to get your entries in.
And next week we'll be drawing for a fishing trip with Captain Roy. You may or may not want that, but
I know you do.
But you better get your extras in now. And Cheryl's bumping me on the leg, and that
means out of time.
It's time to get out of here, guys, and go to the barn. Folks, y'all remember to tune us in next week at the same time, and remember it always.
Try to be as good to him as he is to you.
Good day.
Outdoors with Captain Roy and Cheryl's heading to Dothan. You can now catch us on Fox 34 in Dothan, Alabama, Saturday morning at 6 o'clock.
Folks, it's time to wrap it up and go to the barn.